This channel and its videos are intended for general audience. An oily surprise. Thomas's tank engine loves his branchline very much. He and his coaches and in Clarabelle work hard pulling passengers back and forwards all morning. Sometimes Annie and Clarabelle can't stand Thomas's cheeky behaviour, but all the same, they love him very much. But one day, Thomas was sent to the works after he had broken down. So Top Hat was urgent and sent for a main run engine. A few days later, a growling noise crept to the station. Gordon and the other engines were cross. Diesel was back on the island for who knew how long. Now, Diesel, I want you to know that Toby and Percy will be keeping an eye on you, so no devious plans, understand? Boomed Sir Top Hat. Of course, sir. No tricks at all, Diesel purred slyly and went to the yards. Annie and Clarabelle were waiting on Thomas to take them to the station, but was surprised to see that Diesel was backing down. Hello, ladies. You'll find that I'm smoother than your little blue toy, and once you see how I run, you'll beg for me back, he said. Annie and Clarabelle were insulted as Diesel clattered to the station. Diesel sat impatiently at the platform, and finally, as the whistle blew, Diesel hooted his horn loud and roared away. He rattled down the branch line away from everyone and started to be rude, hooting loudly, scaring sheep and biffing the coaches as they came to Farquhar. The passengers weren't too happy, and then more trouble began. Excuse me, said a frail voice. Is this the next train to Wellsworth? No, not at all. This train goes to Marin. That's the next service, oiled Diesel. But Wellsworth is our next stop, whispered Annie, as Diesel jolted the train onwards. Later, Diesel left the coaches back at the sheds. The two were exhausted as he left to pull a goods train. Percy puffed up and felt sympathetic. Please, Percy, take us out tomorrow. We can't stand being treated so horribly, they cried. Sorry, but I've got quarry trucks all week, and Toby is overwhelmed with work as well, he said. Thomas will be back soon. Just keep your wheels up and ignore Diesel. He'll get his just desserts. And Percy puffed away. Annie and Clarabelle felt a bit better. Good morning, you two, he roared, and shoved them into the station. He waited at the platform, and as the doors closed, Diesel set off. He rolled along the line. Then he started to splutter a little. The coaches were surprised. Then, as he came to Farquhar station, he growled loudly as he came to a stop. Diesel was worried, and he didn't know what was wrong. Later, as the passengers boarded the train, he set off to his next stop. Going furiously and with a mighty bang, Diesel ground to a halt. On the main line, his driver walked to a nearby cottage to telephone for help, and a while later a familiar whistle echoed in the air. "Thomas!" shouted the coaches. Diesel wasn't pleased. "Oh dear, Diesel, couldn't take my coaches without breaking down. You say you're revolutionary, aren't you?" Thomas puffed. Then a voice boomed out of Thomas's cab. "And I've heard you've caused loads of trouble to the passengers and coaches. I am very disappointed in you, Diesel, and you won't be going away scot-free. You'll be working with the rubbish train." Diesel wasn't happy and sulked away to the rubbish dump. Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle were back together again. The three friends worked harder than ever before, and all the passengers were happy to see Thomas again. What about Diesel? Well, he's not liking his job one bit. "Oh dear, that Diesel tricked me,"